When we are young, we believe we can shape everything. The future, people, our children, our marriage, our work, our own bodies. But time teaches us a different lesson. We discover that some people leave, others change. Our bodies change. Our dreams change. Our priorities change. And, curiously, the more we try to prevent these changes, the more they seem to hurt us. Not because change is cruel, but because our resistance creates a second kind of pain. The first pain is part of life. The second stems from attachment. The ancient Taoist masters observed this on a daily basis. They realized that most of human exhaustion did not stem from work, nor from difficulties, but from the constant attempt to make reality conform to our desires. Imagine someone trying to push a river so that it flows faster. How much effort would it take? No amount of effort would be enough. The river simply remains a river. In the end, it is not the river that ends up exhausted. It is the person trying to push it. How often do we do exactly that with our own lives? We push relationships that have already ended. We push expectations that will never come to pass. We cling to old versions of ourselves that no longer exist. We cling to memories, regrets, plans. And without realizing it, we spend years fighting against something impossible to overcome. The natural flow of existence. The curious thing is that this idea is supported even by modern psychology. The more we try to suppress thoughts, emotions, or memories, the stronger they tend to become. It's known as the rebound effect. What we try to push out of our minds often returns with even greater intensity. It's like trying to push a ball under the water. For a while, we manage to keep it submerged, but the moment we relax a little, it rises back to the surface. Our energy wasn't being used to live. It was being used solely to prevent the inevitable. Letting go doesn't eliminate the pain. It eliminates that constant struggle. There is a huge difference between feeling sadness and being trapped by it, between missing someone and turning that longing into a permanent state, between loving someone and believing that person belongs to us. That difference changes entire destinies. Those who spend their lives trying to possess everything end up losing themselves. However, those who learn to let go find a freedom that cannot be taken away from them. This freedom does not depend on age, nor on money, nor on health, nor on circumstances. It arises when we realize that our suffering often does not stem from the loss itself, but from our refusal to accept that everything is constantly changing. Think for a moment. How many worries that seemed enormous 20 years ago have simply vanished today? How many arguments that seemed so definitive are not even remembered today? How many objects that seemed indispensable have ended up forgotten inside a box? A whole lifetime seems to confirm the same truth. Everything passes. The problem was never change. It was our attempt to freeze what was meant to move. Imagine an archer. For years, he trained to shoot arrows with precision. The moment the arrow leaves the bowstring, it no longer belongs to him. No amount of regret can alter its course. No amount of anxiety can make the wind change. All that can still be controlled lies with the next shot. Yet most people live as if they could still run after the arrow, and they spend their whole lives chasing something that has already vanished over the horizon. How much of that inner turmoil lies within you? How many conversations are still taking place only in your head? How many answers would you still like to have given? How many apologies you never received continue to weigh on your mind? Perhaps these questions make you feel uncomfortable, but that discomfort reveals something important. The burden rarely lies in what actually happened. It lies in the energy we continue to devote to that which can no longer be changed. The Japanese philosopher Nishida Kataro wrote about the concept that true freedom does not arise when we eliminate all limitations. It arises when we cease to struggle against that which constitutes reality itself. It is an idea that is profoundly different from the modern view of success. Today, we are encouraged to dominate, to conquer, to optimize, to control. As if any limit could be overcome with enough effort, but nature has never worked that way. The sea does not overcome the rocks through force, it overcomes them through persistence. The rain does not tear the mountain apart, it transforms it slowly with no intention of defeating it. There is a powerful gentleness in this process, and perhaps it is precisely this gentleness that we lose as we go through life. We confuse intensity with depth, persistence with courage. Exercise control responsibly. Perhaps true maturity lies in recognizing which battles are still worth our energy, because there is an invisible cost to fighting them all. Every grudge takes up space. Every impossible expectation consumes attention. Every attempt to control people or events steals a little of the serenity that could be available to us right now. Perhaps the greatest waste in life is not time. Let it be the energy wasted trying to stop time from doing what it has always done, moving forward. Before you go, take a moment to reflect on this. Is there someone or something in your life that you have been trying too hard to hold on to? And what might happen if, instead of forcing, you simply allowed life to unfold as it will? The Tao teaches that peace is not found in controlling the river. It is found in learning to flow with it. If this reflection resonated with you, consider subscribing to the channel. Here we explore the timeless wisdom of Taoism, ancient philosophy, and the art of living with greater clarity, balance, and inner peace. And if today's message spoke to something deep within you, you may also enjoy the other reflections waiting for you on this channel. Each one explores a different aspect of the Taoism, letting go, simplicity, purpose, and the quiet strength that emerges when we stop struggling against life. Until next time, walk gently, trust the path, and remember, the river never worries about reaching the sea, yet somehow it always arrives.